Have you ever been out on a walk with your dog and suddenly another dog starts running in your direction and there's an owner in the distance yelling, "Don't worry, he's friendly." Now, most dogs put in a situation like this with a dog running straight at them will exhibit what looks like some negative behaviors such as growling, snapping, lunging, and barking at the approaching dog. Most owners believe that it's their dog that has the behavioral problem and not the approaching dog because that dog didn't seem to show any threatening signs. The dog didn't bark, snap, growl, or try to bite their dog. It depends on what your definition of a friendly dog is, but for me, a friendly dog is a dog that enjoys social interaction and has great social skills. In my opinion, one of the most important social skills in dogs is being able to read other dogs' facial expression and body language and act accordingly. So for example, if one dog is feeling threatened or scared or intimidated by another dog and is displaying signs that he doesn't want the other dog to come closer, then the friendly social dog should listen to that dog's request and offer that dog calming signals rather than disregard what the other dog is communicating to him and keep on going with the behavior that he's doing that's making the other dog uncomfortable. Another really important social skill for dogs is their ability to communicate with other dogs that they are not a threat and indeed friendly. Now, dogs do this in many different types of ways, but some of those ways is instead of a direct approach, they might arc around to meet your dog or stop at a distance and invite your dog into their space. And when they're approaching your dog, they will offer your dog signals that they are not a threat, such as looking away, blinking their eyes, sniffing the ground, where the opposite of that picture is a direct approach without any blinking. So imagine you're walking down the street and someone starts walking straight at you and they're staring at you and they're not looking away. Most of us feel unnerved by that, and our dogs feel the same way when approached by another dog that is staring at them. Now, sometimes dogs act this way when they're overexcited and they give off signs as though they're doing threatening behavior. So a dog that's so excited to see another dog might run straight at them. When they're calmer, they might not do that same type of behavior. So if you have a dog that is offering these behaviors that are slightly antisocial when meeting other dogs, that they charge the other dog and they're not listening to the other dog's signals that they're uncomfortable, it's important to help out that other dog and also for your dog's own safety, because if your dog runs over to another dog like that, it could be possible that the dog that he runs over to might actually have to bite your dog because your dog's not listening to his communication. If you have the dog that charges other dogs, I suggest keeping your dog on a leash 100% of the time when out in public, and then if you do want to have your dog off leash, you could go somewhere like a baseball field. I also think it's extremely important to work on the issue. Now, if your dog is showing any signs of fear or reactivity or aggression towards other dogs, I suggest you hire a professional trainer who doesn't use any forms of physical or psychological intimidation to help you with the problem. But a great training plan would be teaching your dog to be calm around other dogs before teaching your dog how to interact appropriately with other dogs. So one idea might be setting up a training session with a trainer who has a calm, friendly decoy dog, and you can work on settles together like you might at a cafe. So you might need to be at a distance from each other at first where your dogs can relax, and have your dogs relax on a mat at a distance where they can just be calm in each other's presence. Then you could get close enough where they're closer together and not being excited by each other's presence. Another exercise you could practice is walking past each other or walking parallel and reinforcing your dog for being calm without having to rush up to the other dog. If you have a dog that's been charged by other dogs and is now acting fearful, anxious, or reacting to other dogs, it's important to prevent this happening to your dog again. Now, it doesn't seem fair because usually the dog that's off leash is breaking the law because of leash laws, but until you've worked on the issues of your dog, you need to walk your dog where they can feel safe, and you know that the dog isn't going to have a setback with a loose dog charging them. So some ideas are walking in an enclosed baseball field where there's a fence, and another idea is walking around the edge of a mall where there hopefully is some grass and bushes to sniff. It's also a great idea to hire a trainer who doesn't use any forms of physical or psychological intimidation and has a bunch of decoy dogs that are calm, friendly, and social that you can then work with your dog with to build your dog's confidence and trust in other dogs in the environment. I hope you found this video helpful for your training. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to channel Kikopup. You can also become a supporting member of this channel by clicking the join button. See you later, guys.